Hi, my name is Brent Bittenbender. My family and I are headed to a house somewhere on Detroit's east side. God has made it clear to us that He wants us to start a ministry there called Revolution 313. A lot of people who know me know that I've been using the word revolution to describe what God's done in my life for a lot of years. So they understand that when I say revolution, I mean a turnaround, a change of direction for someone who might have been headed in a negative way, but now as God calls them in a new direction, they turn from that negative way and head in a more positive direction. So revolution's kind of easy to figure out, but everyone's asking, Brent, what is the 313 all about? So we're building 4 short video clips to help explain the many purposes of the number 313. The first reason is kind of obvious for people who are from Detroit. 313 is our area code. We're proud of that number. I'm reminded of a time in my life I was between the 11th and 12th grade, and my father and I thought it would be a neat idea to bicycle all the way across America. So we gathered 8 friends together and we began our trek from Oceanside, California to Virginia Beach, Virginia. It was a great ride and we experienced a lot of great things. One of the great memories that I have from that experience is when we were biking in Arizona. It was 100 and some odd degrees and we came to a place called Yarnell Hill. Yarnell Hill was a hill that caused us to have to go up a really steep incline for 7 miles straight, never evening out, 7 miles of all uphill. 4 of those miles were just the most killer incline we had ever biked. And I remember being about halfway up that hill and thinking that I was about to die. It was 100 and some odd degrees. It was rough. The struggle was beating down on us. And then we got to about 3/4 of the way up, and it felt like somebody was punching me in the legs every time my feet came around those pedals. It got a little bit higher though, and for some reason, out of nowhere, we began to see the tip of the iceberg. We began to see the top of the hill, and a pride welled up in us, a strength welled up in us, a second wind you might call it. And we had an energy and a healthy pride, not a prideful pride, but a healthy pride in what we were accomplishing. The pain was still there, the hurt was still there, but it was becoming worth it, and we were getting stronger for our struggle. That story reminds me of Detroit. For decades now, Detroit has gone through struggle. You go back 40 years ago to the race riots. It was 1967, and Detroit exploded in hatred. Shortly after that, foreign cars started offering better gas mileage than American-made cars, and plants began to shut down and people began to lose jobs. And then after that, crack cocaine hit the streets of Detroit, and there was another punch in the leg of Detroit. And then, if things weren't bad enough already, 9/11 happened and everything crashed. Jobs moved out of Detroit. The big 3 motor companies all but shut down. The recession of 2001 through today has hit hard. So Detroit has been biking up this mountain, so to speak, for decades. The world just kind of keeps punching Detroit in the legs. And though it may feel for many like it's time to give up, like it's time to just pull over and throw in the towel, there are some of us in Detroit who either won't leave or are coming back, and we're raising a fist in revolution and saying power to the 313. That's our area code. That's a number that represents a prideful struggle towards the top of this mountain. We're proud of the 313 and we're not giving up. And we're anxious to see what God's going to do through the ministry of Revolution 313. We hope you'll watch the other 3 videos. You're going to find them quite amazing as you learn more about what this Revolution 313 is all about.